Okay, folks, this will be a challenging one. I don't know how I'm going to make this one work. We'll soon find out. But yeah, it's New Year's Eve today. I'll be turning 51 on the 1st of January, so hopefully it'll be a happy birthday for me. I'm not going to be together with my partner Luigi. I don't think so, even though I mailed my Christmas time discs off to Channel 9 from the local post office. I think it was on Friday I did it. Yeah, it was on Friday, 2 days ago. So hopefully they'll get it soon, and I don't think Christmas is gone, and yeah. Anyway, enough of that. This is what we're utilising, this GQueue magazine, and we're interested in using this picture here out of this article about Dune. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of movies much. I don't watch movies anymore. I don't have time or desiring to do that. I just don't care anymore about fiction and shit. I've never been a fiction reader when it comes to books, so I'm not a big fiction fan when it comes to movies. Or actually, I did like movies for a while. I just can't be fucking bothered anymore with movies. I just don't have time or desire or patience to watch them anymore. So I'm really so not a movie person now. I used to be. I used to love to identify with the heroes of the movies, but they make the plots really complicated and they add multiple heroes, so I don't feel like I'm really enjoying the movie because I'm not able to identify with the main protagonist. They keep changing them all the time, which I find annoying, so I don't fucking want to watch movies anymore. And that's come up looking really quite a treat. I think we can utilise that. We're going to make it a movement piece. So yeah, I just don't feel like movies are all that relatable anymore. They're just too many plots, too many sequels. They fucking belt the sequels up. They just keep making so many of them, and you don't feel like you're the main character because they keep changing the main character all the time, and he or she keeps changing. Like it's just not the same anymore. If you're going to make a movie, make one at least you can identify with the main protagonist. But I know they make money out of this shit. It's a money-making ploy, so that everyone just wants to keep up with all the sequels and keep seeing the story unfold over and over and over. So it's a real stupid, but clever. It's clever in that, it sucks people in. People do get sucked into these extra sequels and shit. And they just do, they want to see the latest installment and all that sort of crap. And so we just use that one. So yeah, they just get tricked into buying or seeing the movie all the time, the same shit. Not the same shit, but the same series they always keep banging on about. It's just ridiculous the amount of sequels you get in today's movies. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I think we'll use that one. He's just standing there in the middle of it all. But yeah, I just get the shits with these fucking multiple sequels. I do. I get really annoyed, and I don't care anymore about the movies. I know a lot of people just fall for all that shit. They want to keep watching and keep consuming and all that sort of shit. But I don't care anymore. I've got my own story. I've got my own life. I don't care anymore about fiction. I've never liked fiction books. I know that for a fact. I've never really been much of... I used to like a little bit of it. I had a favourite book when I was in my late childhood called Elmer's Pranks, and that was one of my favourite books for a while. But the thing is, I don't fall for fiction. Typically, I do like some, but I don't read any. Haven't read for years. But the thing is, of course, instead of a book, I'd turn to a movie. But now I just can't be bothered watching movies anymore. For some reason, I just feel a bit apathetic about it. And that's come up looking better, I do think. Looks a bit dirty though. But yeah, I always want to identify with the main protagonist. And if you just got multiple protagonists, like on the Guardians of the Galaxy type movies, you don't know who's the head. You want to identify with one hero at a time. Like in the old days, it was, for example, Superman. And if you wanted to watch another movie with another superhero, you could pretend to be that superhero. You could pretend to be, in one movie, you can pretend to be, imagine yourself as Superman. Or you could also imagine yourself in another movie as, Iron Man. So I like the Iron Man series, I must admit, but basically, when you got those multiple hero movies, I just don't like it, because I don't know who to identify with. I want to identify with the main protagonist, the number one hero. So I just prefer movies that have got single where the hero is doing it on his own, like the old-fashioned Superman, or the old-fashioned way things were done before all these sequels and whatnot have been in it. Yeah, okay, well, that's come up looking quite nice and golden. I think we can now call this demo quits.